Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Punch. Go ahead.
Yes, the Federal High Court in Lagos on Wednesday convicted and sentenced the 41-year-old Canadian lady, we've been following up on the story, Andrian Munju, to 11 years imprisonment for importing 35.20 kilograms of Canadian loud, that's the cannabis sativa, into Nigeria. Justice Deinde Dipeolu was the one who handed down the verdict, also gave her an option of 100 million naira fine on the 2 counts preferred against her by NDLEA. So the judge convicted and sentenced Munju following her plea of guilt on the 2 counts. When she was earlier convicted or arraigned, the NDLEA prosecutor, Mr. Abu Ibrahim, told the court that Munju, without lawful authority, imported 35.20 kilograms of cannabis sativa, known as the Canadian loud, into Nigeria. And we know when the incident happened, when she was caught, October 3rd, 2024, when they were clearing the inbound passengers on the KLM flight. So back to her, plea, she pleaded guilty, and according to her lawyer, said that they had to review the facts of the case, and she did not waste the court's time by pleading guilty. So they were appealing that, her sentence is being reduced because she didn't waste their time at all, that she was led into committing that crime. So they should tamper justice with mercy. And so I think it was now further reduced to 50 million naira. And they're saying that the 2 counts will run concurrently while she's paying the fine at the same time. So that is where the matter is.
Okay, let me go back to Dangote. We're discussing Dangote. The more we discuss it, the more we discuss it. Because, so for the 10th time since Dangote has finally started supplying premium motor spray, that's fuel, petrol, to some oil marketers directly without the recourse to NNPCL. So there were reports that some of the marketers were actually importing directly outside the country, importing petrol for Nigerians, according to the report from Punch. They're trying to meet up with the shortfall from Dangote Refinery. So according to this report, it said that they had about 122.4 million litres of PMS were berthed at the 2 seaports to improve fuel supply nationwide. However, others have gone to Dangote directly to buy. So we'll now begin to see the competition for those importing and those buying directly. Hopefully there should be a difference.
There's no stipulation.
Hopefully there should be a difference in the buying. So we'll see how that goes. It might take time for this thing to ease out, but eventually, but according to the last guest that came the other time, Dangote is still not meeting up with the national demands.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 states of the... this is just a joke.
Even when I was reading, I don't understand. So maybe help you explain to me. This is your story.
This is my story. So 12 states of the Federation are yet to implement the 2019 minimum wage of 30,000 naira for teachers. So they said that before, teachers were paid 18,000 naira as minimum wage, which is so sad. Teachers. Then they now, in 2019, they now increased it to 30,000, right? And now federal government now has increased minimum wage to 70,000. Okay. When some states have not even met the 30,000 naira minimum wage, they're still paying 18,000 naira. Right. So they are calling them out. They say that data from the National Union of Teachers showed that though some states implemented the 2019 minimum wage, it was not done for primary school teachers. That the states that did not even implement at all, that is 18,000 naira. Abia, Adamawa, Benue, Cross River, Gombe, Imo, Kogi, Niger, Sokoto, Taraba, Bauchi, and Zamfara. This is sad. They now said that the ones that implemented it for teachers, but did not implement for primary school teachers, I'm sad. Anambra, Bayelsa, Borno, Delta, Enugu, Jigawa, Kaduna, Nasarawa, and Yobe.
A whole Delta.
It is bad, though.
They have oil money.
Yes, they now said that. Yes, they now said that the Abia State government was also accused of failure to implement this current minimum wage. for all workers in the state.
Okay, so happy to call people out.
Let's not do this. Teachers are the ones that are taking care of our kids now. They should try.
Some states should not be mentioned.
No, let me quickly take the story. The fighter jet. So, FEC meeting took place yesterday. The president presided, and the Minister for National Orientation and Minister for Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who was representing the Minister for Economy, Coordinating Minister of Economy, who is in America, said that there has been an approval. So the Nigerian Air Force should be expecting 6 fighter aircraft and ammunition, and this is total of $618 million. Why am I eager to take story? Because I just took a story saying that they have de-dollarized our economy, and quotes are now in Naira. However, this quote is in dollar.
Did you see the invoice?
Then they've approved 740 billion naira for the beggar stretch of Abuja to Kano, among other high-profile road projects. So there were 3 things approved at this current FEC meeting, and 2 of them, one ammunition, second one for road, and the third of them was about the custom.
Very difficult FEC meeting. How can you come to work and they tell you that you're sacked?
Without warning.
Came in as a minister.
And you're leaving. But they've seen the handwriting. Everybody that's left
past few days know that something was going to happen, but they didn't know who was going to be.
They may have known. We have
that's our HR
consultations.
With the former minister of NPA.
Oh, yeah, Hadiza Bala.
We're looking at you.
Yeah, your recommendations.
Wow. Moving on to Daily Sun.
She protects her.
Yeah, she's fine. Tinubu under pressure to retain chief security officer. Uzodinma NGE president tasked journalists to promote growth in Old Eastern region. FG seeks $618 million loan to buy attack jets. Troops smash armed groups' camps. Neutralize scores, rescue 14 in Southeast. Tension heightens in cabinet as President sacks Maman Biu and others. And PDP asks North Central to produce nominee for national chairman. Okay, story.
We'll talk about what the troops are doing across the state. So troops of 82 Division, a Nigerian Army and the Joint Task Force Southeast, codenamed Operation Udoka, have smashed camps of 2 armed groups operating within the Southeast. This is contained in a statement by Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Onoakalo, Acting Deputy Director, 82 Division Army Public Relations, yesterday in Enugu. And he said 4 members of the groups were neutralized, while 14 persons held hostage in the groups were rescued. Onoakalo said that the operation, which was well executed, also led to the clampdown on the activities of illegal oil bunkers within their joint operation area. And according to him, early hours of Tuesday, troops of Sector 5 of Operation Udoka and other security agencies came in contact with the group at the Iwo and Oga axis of Agwata Council of Anambra State. I said during the firefight, the troops had superior firepower. They forced the criminals to flee. Now, during the encounter, one of the members was neutralized. 2 black-colored Lexus Jeeps with registration number, 1 pump action with 3 cartridges were recovered. Monday 21, troops also deployed at FOB Lilu came in contact with another terrorist group after detonating their improvised explosive devices. So they went ahead to just tell us most of the things that they've done around the states. There are lots of them here, and there was another rescue operation where they arrested 1 suspected kidnapper and recovered 3 SUVs. Also helped to, rescue the people that were kidnapped. So well done to our Nigerian troops.
The Imo State Governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, yesterday has canvassed collaborative approach amongst journalists in the Eastern region to fast-track development in their state. He was saying that journalists have a responsibility to see how they can participate in the development of that region. Specifically, he said there's something called, he emphasized developmental journalism as a catalyst towards promoting issues of mutual interest amongst people. I think this is an important phrase, developmental journalism, because journalists always think that their job is to catch the government, to call out the government, to indict the government. They think that's their role. But the truth is that part of our job is to help development, to educate, inform, and to also support the government in a way to ensure that people understand what the government is trying to do. Because if we are on that positive light, then we can see things in different ways. So I think this is what he was trying to get the journalists within his state to begin to do. So as media professionals, you have the unique ability to highlight these issues, provoke public discourse, and trigger action from government. So well done to the governor of Imo State. Moving on quickly now to Vanguard. Let's see how much time we have. Just a few minutes. Vanguard, let's find a story we've not taken. My breasts are hurting, says Bobrisky. Just somebody took that story. That's why Nigerians to get BVN, says Cardoso. FG gives Julius Berger 7-day ultimatum over the Abuja-Kaduna road. Mixed reactions as federal government scraps Niger Delta ministry. Climate change, Lagos is sinking. Deputy Governor Hamzat raises alarm. IMF wants Nigerians to focus more on increasing tax revenue. And, yeah. Story?
There was a story in the papers that I think is very important. The Akwa Ibom. So a lawmaker in Akwa Ibom State has called for quick implementation of a particular budgetary allocation. Said that is the chairman of the Committee on Health, and he was doing inspection of medical facilities. So he visited some hospitals. He's representing Ibiono Ibom State constituency. And he said on Tuesday while he was visiting General Hospital, Ona, another General Hospital, Emmanuel Hospital, Eket, and General Hospital in Ikwata in Oron, he said they found out they didn't have enough health workers. So he said there is a critical need to recruit health workers in Akwa Ibom State. There was provision made for it in the 2024 budget, but there isn't implementation of that particular provision right now. And he's asking it to be done very fast because we're going to the hospital, they realize there are no health workers to deliver services. And the health workers are not even living in the staff quarters because, and that way maybe they are working in other hospitals. So they are not living in the staff quarters. So he's saying when we recruit you, if you are working in a general hospital, you must live in the staff quarters, which is within the facility, giving you proximity to the hospital in case we need you. And there must be quick recruitment of more medical personnel in that state. It's a good thing, and I'm sure the Akwa Ibom people are happy to hear that. We also want to know what the Commissioner for Health in Akwa Ibom is doing to ensure they bridge this gap, especially since there's provision for it in the budget for 2024.
So the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, has raised the alarm that just like New York City, I like the way he just put New York first before Lagos, so that Nigerians should not start thinking, hey, they say Lagos is sinking. Just like New York City, Lagos too is sinking. He kept saying it just like New York. He noted that the state faces imminent danger of submersion if proper steps are not taken to address the challenges of the climate change issues, urging everyone to take action to prevent impending natural disasters. He also cited examples like the UK, New York City, where people are already relocating to safer areas due to climate change, and warned that if action is not taken in Lagos State, in the next 20-25 years, we might be facing this. He noted that with a shoreline of 180 kilometers, Lagos is surrounded by water, and just like New York, Lagos is sinking. I love the way you put it. So you don't feel like I don't even want to sink in.
Yes, Nigeria's controversial cross-dresser. Sorry? Okay. Bobrisky.
Oh, Bobrisky.
Yes, has been rushed to the police hospital at Falomo, Lagos, after complaining that his breast was paining him. Yes. So he said he had discomfort after spending a few hours in the police cell at Alagbo, Lagos State, and he was taken to the hospital 2 p.m. yesterday. But, some persons found that it was more like a decoy because they wanted to move him. They wanted to move him to another, facility, and they didn't want attention. So they had to take him through the hospital first. But they said the breast was actually paining him, so they passed the hospital. And
I hope the police know that these breasts are not cheap. They're very expensive.
Yes, they should
treat it with very care.
They normally would be checking regularly.
Yes.
I don't know how long.
I don't understand why.
Please, no, listen.
I'm looking at it with a shock.
Existing, but
the Nigerian police must understand that these things are expensive, and they must protect this man very well because
the
breasts must be protected.
It's really expensive.
Not cheap.
Interesting sarcasm.
And it's life-threatening if something happens.
I don't have a... I think I believe in the rights of Bobrisky. He has rights. Let's go on a short break. It's Thursday, it's our Gisting Day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.